Good morning, children. So, in previous class, we discussed uh, about into the future. Do you remember? We discussed what would you like to do if you will get a time machine. You remember that? So today I am going to start a new lesson, that is into the future. Okay. Now, based on that, actually I gave you some homework in which you had to find out antonyms and synonyms from the lesson. Why I gave you such kind of a homework? So that you can read the lesson carefully. But many of you did not try this, and those who have tried, they have not searched it in the textbook. Fine. So in between I am going to tell you the antonyms and synonyms of the word which I gave you in the worksheet as homework. Okay. So shall I begin? Okay. Do you remember who has written this lesson? H.G. Wells. Very good. And it is from the it is an extract from the novel The Time Machine. Okay. Now, here it is written, my friends gathered around the machine in my workshop. I gave you a word, scattered. Do you remember? You had to find out the opposite, the antonyms of gathered. Scattered, that would be gathered. Understood? Because of that only I told you to find it from the book. Around the machine, and whatever words are highlighted, I would say all of you underline these words in your textbook. Clear? So, my friends gathered around the machine in my workshop. The writer's friend came to visit his workshop, and they all were standing near the machine in the workshop. It was exactly like a model I had shown them. I have added a picture for you all. This is a model which the writer showed before he invented the time machine. So it was something like that. He showed the model of the time machine, and which was 20 times larger. So as you all know, whenever we have to make something new, before that we create a model, and model is always in smaller size. So same thing happened. The writer is saying it was exactly like a model I had shown them, only 20 times larger. So the size was only bigger, but the model was absolutely same, which the writer showed it to his friends. You mean you sit in that chair, pull that lever, and travel into the future? Asked my friend, the writer. The narrator's one of the friend was a writer. He said, his friend said, that you mean to say that once you will, if we will sit on this chair, or you will sit on the chair, and only after pulling this lever, you can travel into the future or into the past. I said, whichever I choose. When the friend said, the moment you will pull the lever, you can go to the future, the writer said, not only the future, I can go to my past also. So you need to underline the word gathered, machine. Understood? Now, and which would you choose? Asked my friend, psychologist. So underline the word psychologist. Okay. So one of his friend was psychologist. So he asked, so which would you like to go? In the past or in the future? Into the past or into the future? Have you underlined all three words? Great. The future first, I said. It would be better you all will write your name quickly. Fine? Write your name first. Quickly. The future first, I said. It is unknown. that interests me the most. So the next word was known. If you remember, you had to find out the antonyms of known. So known, antonym of known is unknown. Okay? So it is saying the future first. I said, it is unknown that interests me the most. Okay? So he said, why? Because I want to go to the future, because I don't know anything about my future, as most of your friends said that day that you all would like to go to future to see what will happen or what will be my future in after some time. Or few of you said that you want to go to the past and you want to relive your childhood. Am I right? Do you remember that? Great. So the writer said, the narrator said, of course I would like to go to the future because the future is unknown and I want to know what things are going to be happen in the future. But when do we get to see it in action? Can you see in the picture the narrator along with his friends? They are sitting and they are standing around the machine and they are discussing with the narrator. But when do we get to see it in action? Can we take a ride in it ourselves? They said they were so curious. They wanted to know when it will start working, when they can use it and when they can go to the future or the past. So they wanted to know, can they use it? Not yet, I said. I still have a few things to tinker with. Tinker means some work which is still need to be finished. Okay, so there was some work on which the narrator had to work. So he said, not now, you can't take a ride of this time machine right now. You will have to wait some time because there are some work which I have to finish. Then it will be ready to go. Seeing my friend smile, I said, you may not believe me, but come to dinner here a week from now and I promise to show you then that my time machine works. When the writer saw his friends were smiling at him, he thought that they don't believe him. So that is why they said, the writer said, if you don't believe me, then I would suggest come after a week from today, come a week later, have dinner with us, and then I'll promise you, promise you that I'll show you that this time machine works. My time machine works. So I hope you have underlined the word unknown and tinker. You have underlined. Great. Don't send any emojis. Aditya, stop sending emojis. Okay. After my friends left, I called my housekeeper and asked her to cook the best dinner she could make for my friends next week. Once the writer's friend left his house, the narrator's friend left his house, the narrator called his housekeeper. Keeper means a person who take care of the house. Okay, so the narrator called the housekeeper and told her to cook the best dinner she could make, whatever she wants to cook, which is the best one. She should cook for his friends next week. I also hand her a note to give them when they arrived. And I gave her a note. The narrator gave a note to her, a small note to her, and told her that when my friends will come, you give this note to them. Okay. The note said, underline housekeeper. The note said that I was sorry not to greet them. Here, greet means when it was written, the note said that I was sorry not to greet them, but I promised I would join them before the evening ended. The narrator said that in that note it was written that since you all have come to my place, I am not there to welcome you, but I am promising before you all will finish your dinner and before the evening ends, I will come and join you. Fine. So such kind of promises were there. Having clear? Now, having given her these instructions, what now tell me the synonym of instruction? Directions. Okay, so having given her these directions, I went to work on the time machine. After giving instruction to the housekeeper, instruction synonym is direction. After giving directions to the housekeeper, the writer, the narrator started working on time machine. Can you see over here in this picture? The narrator is working on his time machine. Okay. The work was very delicate. Delicate means the opposite of delicate is strong. Delicate means very soft, very required. You need to take care of such thing, that is called delicate. So if something is delicate, so opposite will be strong. So antonyms of delicate. Antonym of delicate is strong. Okay, the work was very delicate and I had to make sure that the size to the levers was the size to the lever was to stop it was just right. The size of the lever should be perfect. Fine. Levers was just right to the smallest fraction of an inch. He wanted to make it so perfect, so he had to work for small thing. Fraction of an inch means even he was not ready to accept even a fault. So he started working on small things. So now fraction, what is the synonym of fraction? Portion. Each and every part of the machine he wanted to work properly, and he need to rule out all the problems which might take place when he will use the time machine. So started working on it. Underline these words which are highlighted: housekeeper, instructions, delicate and fraction. Okay, done. Now see this in you can see over here the writer is working. Fine. Now one lever was enough to start the machine traveling through time. The way it was worked, the writer prepared in such a way that one lever was enough to start the machine traveling through time. Push the lever up, it went into the past. The lever was working in pull and push way. So when the writer says if you will push the lever, it will go into the past, but when you will pull the lever, it will pull the lever down, you will go to the future. So go into the future. So he was explaining there was only one lever which was working pull and push form. Pull, when you will push the lever, it will go to the past and go into the past, and if you will pull the lever down, it went to the into the future. The other lever was to stop in wherever I wanted, and one more lever was there. Can you see in the picture also there were two levers? One is this one and the other one is a smaller one. So it had two levers. One was working in pull and push way, through which you can go to your past or to your future, and the other lever was working was used to stop the time machine wherever I wanted. So he made it in that way that whenever he used to feel that I should stop it, he could have been done it. Or rather whenever I wanted, because I would be staying in the same spot and only the time would change. Okay, so Keeping that in mind, there were two levers. Fine. One to stop the machine wherever the writer wanted, and the other one to choose whether you want to go to your past or you want to go into your future. I have finished. I had. There is some mistake. I'll do the correction. I had finished my work before 4 in the morning. I had finished my work before 4 in the morning. Now only one thing was left to do, to give the time machine its first test. Whole night the narrator was working on the time machine, and when he finished his work it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and all set. The time machine was set for the test. The only thing was left is to test this time machine. Fine. So underline the word enough. Enough means sufficient. Yes, good. What is the meaning of enough? Sufficient. The synonym of enough is sufficient. Okay? I sat down in the seat of the time machine and looked at my watch. Now it was the time to test that time machine. So the narrator thought, before my friend should come, I should take a ride on it and I should check whether it is working or not. So it was a test drive kind of a thing. So what he did, he sat on the seat of the time machine and he looked at his watch to check what is the time. It was 19 minutes past 4. It means 4:19 a.m. Fine. So he said, what was the time? 19 minutes past 4. I held my breath. So here breath means सांस. उसने क्या किया? I held my breath. He held his breath and pulled the lever. But although he was scared whether it will work or not, so he held his breath and pulled the lever down in a tiny bit. धीरे से, little. He just pulled slowly, little bit, so that whatever the changes are happening, because he was scared also whether it is working or not. So keeping that in mind, slowly he pulled the lever down. So if he had pulled the lever down, it means he was going to the future. Fine. So what he did, I held my breath and pulled the lever down in a tiny bit. I felt as if I was falling through endless space, and suddenly he feels that he is going somewhere. He is falling through endless space. My stomach trying to squeeze. What is the meaning of squeeze? Right. So squeeze means press. The writer was feeling that his stomach is pressed into my stomach trying to squeeze into my throat. He was feeling that unka jo stomach hai, it was coming into his throat, and my mouth gasping for air, and his mouth was puffing with air. Okay, quickly I pulled the stop lever. So since he was scared also, he was a little bit he was scared that whether it is working or not. So suddenly he realized that something like this is happening. So he quickly pulled the stop lever. As I told you, there were two levers. One was working for pull and push, through which the person can go into the past or into the future, and the other one to stop the time machine. So he pulled the stop lever, and then what happened? Underline these words: breath, squeeze and gasping. Done? Okay. I looked around me and my heart sank. My coat still hung over a chair. What happened when he saw, after stopped that time machine, he looked around, where is he? And he was a little bit shocked that I am there only, because he could see his coat was hung on the chair where it was lying. My tools were there where I had laid them, and his tools, whatever, when he was working with his time machine, all the tools were lying like that only. My workshop was just as I had left it. So it was something like that. He could see everything, like his things were the way it was kept, it was like that only. And then the narrator thought that the machine was a failure. It is not working properly because he was able to see everything. Then I saw daylight coming through the window and my heart started beating faster. He was thinking these things only. Suddenly he saw that daylight is coming through the windows, and then his heart started beating faster. You know, when you are very excited or scared, in both the way, your heart start beating faster. So same thing happened with the narrator. He was excited as well as scared also, so his heart started beating faster. The clock on the wall said 9:30. Okay, my watch read 21 minutes after 4. So the wall which was on the clock which was on the wall, it was telling that it was 9:30. It means it was 9:30 a.m. But the wristwatch the writer was wearing, in that it was showing 4:21 a.m. I had traveled more than 5 hours in just 2 minutes. The writer was surprised because when he sat on the chair, the time was 4 hours 19 minutes. Okay, so 4:19 a.m. And after some time when he saw when he saw the clock which was on the wall, it was written 9:30 a.m. and the watch which he was wearing, in that it was written 4:21 a.m. So imagine, in 2 minutes the writer traveled 5 hours ahead. The time machine worked. The writer was excited and he was happy as well. He felt that yes, I got the success. So he screamed, the time machine worked. Any doubt till here? I supposed I should have stopped then and planned my next move. But I could not wait any longer to journey through time. The writer was thinking, he is telling us that I was supposed to stop and plan for the next move. But at the same time, the writer was so excited, he could not wait longer anymore, and he wanted to continue his journey with time machine. You also feel, na, whenever you are getting something new or some to do or something which is very excited, you want to do first that work, only later on you do anything else. So same thing happened with the writer and the narrator. The moment he saw that the time machine started working, it is working, he wanted to continue his journey through this time machine. He did not stop, he did not plan for his next move, but he wanted to continue the journey, because he was unable to control himself. He could not wait, he was not ready to wait. I pulled the lever down again. Then again he started pulling the lever down a little harder than before. In the beginning, when he pulled the lever, you remember he said, since he was scared, he pulled a little bit, only a little bit, but now he is confident, he is excited. So what he did, he pulled the lever harder than before. Time outside the time machine speed up. Now the time machine took a big speed because this time the writer pulled the lever harder than before. I saw my housekeeper whiz into the room. Okay? Whiz means move very quickly, making continuous sound. So I saw my housekeeper whiz into the room and clean it in record time. She was cleaning the house very quickly. Okay? It was clear that she could not see me, and the writer was sure that the housekeeper did not see him, and he was busy in his, and she was busy in his work. Then what happened? I pulled the lever further down and saw the window grow dark. Now again he pulled a little bit harder again. Then what happened? He saw through the window that it is going dark. Then then it darkened again. So it was blinking like dark, bright. It means he's it means that he was passing day by day. His journey was continue one day to another, and the day went by blinking lights. So how the days went, like blinking light, because sometime it was dark, sometime it was bright. So can you see the here darkened? Opposite of darkened will be brightened. Fine. So you can see over here also. Days went by blinking lights. So this is the way दिन बीतते चले गए. How? कभी दिन होता था, कभी रात होती थी, and this is the way the day was passing. I pulled the lever down even more, and everything around became blur. Now he was so confident, he was so excited, because he started realizing that the time machine is working, and within even a single blink he can the day was passing. So he pulled it harder, he pulled it down even more. Everything around became blur means it was unclear. So it was so fast, the machine was moving so fast that around whatever he was unable to see anything, everything was blur. Nothing was clear. The walls and the windows of my workshop vanished. Now it was the time when he was unable to see the walls of his of his workshop, windows and walls. Everything was vanished. Vanished means disappeared. Fine. The machine was swaying now. Now machine, how it was happening? It was moving side to side. Now it was not moving straight, since the day was passing. So machine was moving side to side. I wanted to pull the lever all the way down, and I did. He wanted to pull the lever down, so he pulled the lever fully down, and to see the excitement. Around me was a world of wonders. Now he could see the wonderful world. It was totally different where he was, with a huge building rising taller and taller, skies changing from dark grey to bright blue, and a countryside that grew greener and greener. So, since time was passing, he was sitting on the time machine and he was pulling lever again and again. So time was also passing very quickly, and suddenly he realized that around him the world was totally different. There were rising high skyscrapers, buildings were there. The color of the sky was changing from dark grey to bright blue, and the countryside that was greener and greener. Countryside means the villages or the towns, small towns, they were more greener than ever, and in cities he could see the high skyscraper buildings were there. Fine. I looked at the dials of the time machine, which told me how fast and far I was traveling. Suddenly he realized to see the time, the dial means see the clock of the time machine, which was telling him how fast it is moving and how far he has traveled. So I was shocked. I had gone much faster and farther than I thought. And when he looked at that clock, he was shocked, he was surprised. Why? Because he realized that he has moved faster and farther. Faster means तेजी से और farther means बहुत दूर, बहुत आगे निकल जाना. Then I thought, whatever he was thinking कि मैं 10 किलोमीटर या 4 दिन या 10 दिन आगे जाऊंगा या महीने भर या 2 महीने 1 साल आगे जाऊंगा, but when he saw that he was shocked because he was 802,701, 8,27,180 years ahead. Imagine how far he has gone, he had gone. Those huge number made me lose my head and panic. The moment he saw the number, how far he had moved, that gave him that made him upset, and he became panic. He started getting tensed. I pulled harder to stop the lever and paid the price for it. So since it was in full speed, because earlier the narrator he pulled the lever down fully down, and it was in high speed. And what happened suddenly when he realized he wanted to stop the time machine immediately, so he had to pay for it. Pay for me, it means he had to suffer. Now how he had suffered? The stop was too sharp and the machine was tipped over. Tipped over is a phrasal verb. Okay, so the stop was too sharp and the machine tipped over. I was thrown from the seat. So because of sudden break, sudden stop, the machine was in momentum, and because of that what happened, suddenly it took a sharp break and stopped it, and because of that, since it was in speed, he was thrown out of the seat. Stunned, I lay on soft green grass. और वो क्या हुआ? धड़ाम से गिरा. Where he fall down? On the green grass. Okay? Stung means hurt. Okay? I heard a very loud thunderclap. Thunderclap means बादल का गरजना. It is called thunder. The sound of thunder. बादल जो गरजता है, that is called thunderclap. And a shower of hailstone. Small have you seen hailstone? Irregular balls of ice means छोटे छोटे ओले जो गिरते हैं आसमान से जब बारिश के मौसम में. Such kind of a thing happened. And that stung my face, and it was hurting his face. Those hailstone and the thunderclap was troubling him. It was hurting his face. It was impossible to see. It was so difficult because of the thunderclap and the hailstone. He was unable to see the things. A fine welcome, I muttered. Muttered means I have explained you before earlier also the meaning of muttered, if you remember. Yes, spoke quietly, speaking to on your own quietly. No one can hear. It was the voice is solo. So a fine welcome, I muttered. A man travelled over 800,000 years for a visit, and this is the greeting he gets. He said that if a person is traveling so long, 800,000 years ahead, and then he is getting such kind of a welcome, he did not like it. So that is why he was muttering. Then the hail thinned. Thinned means stopped, kam hona. Then the hail thinned, and the sun shone through a break in the clouds. And after the hailstorm and the hailstone stopped, The writer could see the sun which was peeping through the cloud, and my first good look at the world of the nature, of the future. And then he saw the first look of the world of the future, what is going to be happen after so long. So hope you all have understood the lesson. So this was the lesson. Underline the word muttered, and I hope you have underlined all these words: shocked, father, tipped over, thrown, hailstone, and thunderclap. All you have underlined? Very good. In next class we are going to have reading session. So when tomorrow you all will sit for your GMeet class, be ready with your textbook. I'll tell you to read. Understood? Till then, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.